This is definitely a conversation piece. It entices you.
I like to think we have the commons man's approach.
Yeah,
Pinky's out.
Put your pinky out.
Yep. Welcome to Bourbon Idiots, the podcast that ditches the snobby talk to tell you straight if this stuff is worth your time and money, bring you a good conversation and hopefully better bourbon. I'm Jeremy, this is Phil, and today we're going to try Old Forester 117 series in this teeny tiny bottle. How you doing, Phil?
Good.
Old Forester 117 series. They're all 375 milliliters. God, not millimeters. Maybe it is 117. We should measure it. It's 375 milliliters. It's like a special series that they're doing, and there's like an Angel's cut. There's this, that, and the other. There are all these experimental bourbons that they do. Today we're doing the Prohibition era still proof, which is 130 proof.
Well, I do know that the proof that you put it into a barrel has to be a certain maximum.
Yeah.
Like 110 proof.
Yeah, part of the rules of
Right.
bourbon, yeah. Well,
And then,
I don't know if this is bourbon or whiskey. Bourbon whiskey, yeah. So it says bourbon on there. But yes, you're correct. Yeah.
And then as the barrel the water evaporates, right? The alcohol content goes up higher.
Yep.
So you put it in 110, now you're at 120, 130, 140, whatever. They can only bottle it. It has to be below a certain
Right.
proof point.
This one, I'm going to read it straight from the website. So this is honoring, there was a period of time during Prohibition where they did 100 days. They call it a distiller's holiday back in 1929, where they allowed Old Forester, and I actually brought my glasses down here because it's already a small.
I don't remember none of that.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
It's already a small bottle, and then they put it on teeny tiny writing on the bottle. They allowed Old Forester and 5 other Kentucky distilleries to create whiskey for medicinal purposes. So there was this.
That I know.
Yeah. So during Prohibition, they gave these 6 permits out in 1929, 1930. And so they bottled it at 130 proof to celebrate that because it was medicinal.
Yeah, that was the only way you could sell alcohol was medicinal purposes.
During Prohibition.
Back during the Prohibition.
Yeah.
Right.
So they do, like I said, they do these, I don't know if regularly is the right term, these experimental, the 117 series. This one is from December of 2025, when I happened to be driving through, and they were releasing 1924. They also had this. So I picked up 2 bottles, but at the store in Louisville, you could buy one. If you go to their website right now, and they only sell them as 2s. Which is, I don't know, but they only ship to like Kentucky, Vermont. There's a very limited number of states that they ship to. It's really funny because if you actually pick your state, it'll say can't ship here. But if you still want to see stuff, click here and go change the state to Kentucky. Blah, blah, blah. Like they tell you how to cheat it to go look at what they have.
Right. But you still get somewhere to pick it up.
Yeah, you still got to go get it or go to one of those states.
That's where your family comes into play.
Yeah, if you know an old college buddy. Or some family.
No, I wouldn't trust college buddies.
Yeah.
Cousins, yeah, I got certain cousins that are more like brothers and sisters and whatnot. Friends that I would trust more than, say, college buddies. Even military buddies.
Yeah.
You know? Because when it comes to liquor and women, yeah, it's like some people there's no rules that apply, you know? Not me, but just saying.
Yeah, some people are of ill repute. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. So that's a good word. I'm glad you said that.
Sometimes I
was
can
digging
whip
a
out.
hole.
Sometimes I can whip out a quarter word when we're nickel and diamond instead.
I was digging a hole.
130 proof. It does not smell like 130 proof at all. Holy crap!
No, we've had some way lower proof whiskeys and bourbons that the nose all you got was the ethanol.
I get
this
no
isn't bad.
proof on the nose. I'm putting my whole nose into the cup.
You're digging deep, as I say.
Yeah, like I dig so deep, like sometimes I just get my nose wet.
You snort the whiskey.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
Yeah. You might drown.
No proof on the nose. I'd die happy. Really not much on the nose at all. Like I gotta really dig deep.
Yeah, I've had 97 proofs that you got more burn.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to go for like any type of.
Put your nose against it, ready? There's nothing.
Nothing. We do what? No. That's not that kind of podcast.
Yeah, right.
No notes on the nose.
But yeah, it's really
all right.
mellow
I did
on the nose. Well, you got it.
I got it. It's still smooth. Been on that drop dripping off my nose back into the cup. Oh, now I can... on my hand. There we go.
Still don't get no proof. Like,
I don't get any proof, but I didn't get any notes off the nose in the cup, but dripped onto my hand. Leathery and fruity. Maybe that's a new trick I gotta try. Just pour a little on my finger.
Then go. You got to let your pinky grow.
Like a crack finger?
Yeah. There's a little more burn on the mouthfeel, like the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
More
Definitely.
than you get on the nose, for sure.
It dries out my mouth almost immediately as I held it in my mouth. Whew.
Get that high proof.
You get the high proof at the end. It's there. Still flavors. Still.
Yeah, it's got a long profile.
There's a lot going on here. I get a little cocoa kind of chocolate about 3/4 of the way through. Wow, this is really complex. Does it say if it's filtered or not?
I did get the little bit of cocoa.
About
taste
three.
that.
Yeah, like 3/4 of the way through. So now that you've tasted it, if you change what state you're in on the website and then you get the description, it says aroma on the nose. Bright orange peel is balanced with warm toasted oak and subtle hints of chocolate, nougat, hazelnut, and honey. I get nothing on the nose. None of that.
And I don't get the honey.
There's no honey. There's nothing on the nose. I got, like I said, I got
Oh, on the nose? Yeah.
like a leathery, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it says on the
Can't
palate.
say earthy.
No, I
It's
wouldn't
not
say
like
earthy.
dirt.
No.
Like it's
When they say
leathery.
earthy, I think dirt and
Yeah.
mushrooms. Palate. The palate is excited with an immediate pop of crisp apple, followed by rich baklava and warm cinnamon spice. No.
I don't get the apple, the baklava.
No.
Yeah, it's got a sweetness to it, but not like baklava.
And let's break down, like, baklava is nuts and honey.
Right.
Okay.
Lots of
Yeah,
lots of
that's-
sweetness.
I mean, they mention honey in the aroma, which I didn't get. I don't get it on the taste. And then it says finish, an intense finish of rye spice and white pepper with a bit of zesty citrus lingers on the palate. All right, I'm gonna do it intentionally. For the audio listeners, I've dipped my fingers into the cup and I'm now I'm just tasting the burger that I had. That was a bad idea.
The pickles?
Yeah, I'm like, I get pickles and jalapeno.
You're right.
God damn it. There was no leather on my burger, though, so I think my original... Well, I did ride my bike today. Maybe I had my gloves. But I've washed my... I'm a dirty boy. Whatever. I still get...
And again, taking a little sip as opposed to
okay.
a bigger sip. Just take a little... Yeah, there you
Pinky's
go.
out.
Put your pinky out.
Yep.
I can't do that. I'm going to drown. But a little sip, you do get different flavors.
I agree. Yeah.
I think the shock value of the alcohol content's not there.
Yeah.
I don't get apples.
I don't get
cinnamon. Maybe.
I kind of get the citrus in the beginning. A little bit. It's not long. It's quick. I don't get apple. I don't get nougat or any type of nut. I don't get baklava. Like a little citrus and then wait. And then the burn really kicks in. Then when the burn starts to go away, I get a little bit of that chocolatey note. But there's definitely a lot going on. Like you could,
Right.
yeah,
Vary your sip,
yeah,
so to speak, to get different flavors, and you could sit here all night and
maybe open it up, put some water in it, see if you get anything different. With 130 proof, you've got a lot of leeway. You could water that down and get down to like 100 proof and still get flavors.
oh yeah, we've done that.
So it makes me wonder sometimes. I mean, I'm sure they have master distillers and all sorts of fancy people over at Brown Forman for this. Sometimes it makes me wonder if AI writes some of this shit. And this is the age we're in now. I have a Google phone. I just got a new Google phone. And when you get a new Google phone, you get access to this enhanced AI, where it's like, oh, you can use Google's as Gemini. You can use this next tier of Gemini that you normally have to pay like $80 a year for or something. But we're going to give it to you for free because you just got our phone. So I asked the AI, make me an introduction to my podcast called Bourbon Idiots. And it made this, it was dumb. It was just like the words Bourbon Idiots and like barrels in the background and just smoke. And it was just like, well, that's boring. So I said instead, okay, make me an intro to my podcast called Bourbon Idiots featuring thieving bourbon from a barrel. Here, I'm going to use this barrel right here. It's on its side. Yep. They pop it. And a thief is a long copper tube.
Yep.
And it's copper so that it doesn't react with anything. Your hands will smell like pennies after you use it, but it doesn't affect the bourbon in the barrel or what you take, like a straw. And then you dip it in there and you put your thumb over it.
Right.
And then you pull it out and then you go to your bottle and you let your thumb go. I asked AI to make a video featuring thieving, and Phil, this is what it made me.
That ain't thieving. That's like stealing the whole barrel.
First off, I don't understand the sexy music it threw on it.
But a lot of that's what sells nowadays. You know what I mean?
There's still smoke in the background. The physics make no goddamn sense whatsoever. Like, that barrel should be shooting bourbon at that woman.
She pulled that whole. Yeah, how is she getting?
And what is that thing?
It's a quart jar.
On a crucifix.
Right, and you're putting it into a little neck.
And she's got like a honey jar.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. AI is not going to... Yeah, I'll put it in the video. It's so stupid. It's so stupid that I kind of want to use it.
Well, yeah, then there's that.
It's so bad. This is not thieving. This is not bourbon. Like, the physics don't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, that barrel's empty.
But what is this thing?
Never seen it before.
If you were worried about AI stealing your job or taking over the world, yeah, it is fucking nowhere near it.
Not yet.
It's so stupid that I want to use it. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Sometimes we don't make sense.
Well, then it works with the podcast.
Yeah.
I can't imagine if you paid for like an enhanced AI account and then you got that.
Yeah. And like neither one of us do any, like every time I come over where we're going to do an episode, we're not doing any research on whatever. You go and
this is the
you
most.
Pull up, right? You copy and paste, you print out,
Yep.
you type whatever. That's it. It's not like we went and watched 110 episodes of somebody else talking about whatever.
Correct.
Right? We're not watching what the manufacturer says about anything that they're doing, the barrels, the...
Well, no, I will pull from... The only source I will pull from is the manufacturer.
Well, their comments.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't dig into like Reddit
but
or
you
other
don't
people's...
You don't read it and memorize it. You copy and paste and print out, and we're going to talk about what they say.
And then I forget about it.
Right. We compare what we're tasting compared to our knowledge of what we've had in our lifetime. Sometimes I think we hit it on the nose.
I like to think we have the commons man's approach to these things. I'm not buying every bourbon that comes out. I'm not buying it on the secondary. I'm not buying every hot ticket item. Like, even if I happen to see it, I'm not just going to buy it to buy it. Like, I'm hoping, you, the viewers, are coming here to like, hey, if I see this again, is it worth it? Based on what average Joe, Phil, and Jeremy are saying. Because every other website that before we started making this podcast, every other website was like lavender. Come on. Like,
other than Rebecca.
Yeah, apple pie limon. Yeah.
Yeah, we get more lower notes. She gets the higher end notes.
Yeah.
I'm not bashing her. I'm just saying she pulls stuff out that we're like,
wow.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe there's a hint to that, but
yeah, I get bourbon.
I'd have never thought of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This one definitely is complex. I mean, I don't get crisp apple that the Old Forester site says. It's really interesting that the proof doesn't come through on the nose at all.
You need to go to the site, look at your 2 bottles, find somebody you got in another state that can ship to, and get yourself one.
Or make the trip down to Louisville.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. There's a convenient...
Let us know when you're going because we'll show up.
We'll go. There's a convenient parking lot right across the street. We've parked there many times.
Rain or shine, I'll ride the bike.
Snow? Yeah, last time we were down there was
snow. Right?
Yeah. There was the ice storm for Kentucky, or Tennessee, which was holy shit.
I don't know if I want to ride the bike in the snow.
No. Just the sheets of ice that were coming off of semis. Oh my God. Beautiful and dangerous. Like a Kardashian. It's good.
Yes.
There's a lot going on.
For Old Forester, I think this is one of my favorite.
Yeah, I really like. It makes me want to try more from the 117 series. Like there was one called Angels Angels Uppercut. Well, that'd be funny, Angel Uppercut. Like Angel High Cut or something like that. I'm going to steal an ice cube from my water that's already melted down quite a bit. and drop it in here.
Yeah, I didn't get that far, Jeremy. What I like about this is you can see that there's one more drop left.
The porcelain?
Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah.
There's one
Don't
little
let
drop.
that waste.
Well, it won't pour out.
You take that.
I'm fine. I was just making fun of it, you know?
I don't know as much of the frou-frou that the website says. That might be reaching.
Yeah, this is definitely a conversation piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely one that will entice you to drink more.
Oh, for sure.
To try to figure more out. Because it's really good.
You could have like a dinner party around this. You could have people over and like, hey, we're going to drink this. And not just like have it on the side and while you're playing Pinnacle or whatever the hell you want to do, like just sip it. Like you really, and I just dropped an ice cube in it and I'm getting different. I'm getting more nutty. I'm not getting apple yet, but.
Yeah, but everybody would, to me, if this was a conversation piece at dinner, right? Or whatever, get together, and you pull this out and I take a sip, I'm like, everything else I was doing, fuck that. I'm going to focus on this.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean, you're going to stop.
Yeah.
And enjoy it and dig into it, so to speak.
It's really cool. All right, so speaking of digging into it, here on Bourbon Idiots, we don't give scores because we don't do math. We do tests. 2 yes, no, maybes. 1 on just the bourbon in the bottle and 1 factor in the squeeze. On just the bourbon in the bottle, I think we're both yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. It's so much going on. We're always fans of high proof because it's more versatile. You can add a couple of grams of water. You can throw an ice cube in it. It does change. It's really cool. God, I don't want to.
And even though it's a smaller bottle, yeah, you don't want to stop.
I don't want to stop.
That's what I mean. It entices you to drink. I can't say drink more, but to explore more. You know what I mean?
I almost think I'm getting like a green apple smell now. My ice cube is about half gone. That's Jack Daniels.
See what I get now.
There's water in the barrel. I don't know what. Now I got to do it because I said it.
Nah, can't say it's any better.
You added Jack to it. I mean, I don't get apple taste. And maybe I'm being influenced by what's in my brain. Like a green apple, like a crisp.
But that's the whole point in us drinking different bourbons.
Yeah.
Is to be able to explore. How can we make it better? How can we dig deeper? How can we learn more from the expression of that bottle?
There's so many things out there and then so many things to do with this one bottle. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I would not mix it.
No, my God.
Waste.
Like I was hesitant to put the ice cube in it. I'm glad I did now, but I was like,
get an eyedropper and have it full of not tap water. You want to use
distilled
spring water.
I would use this. Well, yeah, spring water
Distilled?
works too. Tap. I mean, depending on where you live, maybe your tap water is really good. Not here.
I would use spring water. It's more natural.
All right, factor in the squeeze. $65 MSRP. The website, like we mentioned, is 2 for $130. You can't buy just one from their website. But yeah, just single bottle is $65 if you happen to go to the store in Louisville and grab it. And I don't think there was a limit. Like a lot of their stuff is allocated per se, like one per customer. This was as you walked in on the left, they had all these little bottles, and I went to this one because it was 130 proof. 65 for 375 milliliters. That's, to me, the hard pill to swallow, but I would still say yes.
Yeah, we've spent more and got less, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. But if you, so if you double it and you make it it's $750 for 130 is basically what the website is doing. I would still say yes.
Yeah. And like I said, it's you want to explore. You want to experiment. You want to learn more about what's in that bottle, so to speak.
Yeah. It's really cool. I really love they're doing these experimental, this 117 or 117. If you're a Halo fan, shout out to Master Chief. Yeah, it makes me want to go try more of them and see what other experiments they're doing. Because this one is, I would call it a success.
Yeah, we mixed a 110 and a 120 to get a 115.
We haven't done that yet. We have to do it. It's on the list. The 1910 and the 1920 to get the 1915.
Yeah, but I think I did it and drank it.
Oh, you bastard. How was it?
I don't know, but it's not as good as that. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. 115 is not as good as a 117.
Oh, the 1915 you're talking. If you mix the
1920 and a 1910, you get a 1915 theoretically.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like 1924. I don't know if it's that good.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment. That's a whole other episode.
It shows up
But
in every
this
episode.
this is definitely a keeper.
I don't know if it shows up on liquor store shelves outside of the gift shop. If it does, don't dismiss it just because it's a small bottle. It's really good. Yeah, it's one of those ones where you might pass it up because you just see a smaller bottle and say, meh, I don't know what that is.
Like a white dog. Is it white dog?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, don't do it.
You still have that.
Yeah, I'm hoping it ages.
You've got the spiral in it, right?
Yeah, I keep changing them out, but it's
Oh,
not
you
getting
keep
any
changing
better.
it too?
Yeah,
You've had that for what, 2 years now?
over a year and a half. Yeah, it's not any better.
Yeah, if you see the bottles of Buffalo Trace White Dog, proceed at your own risk. I don't think that's. I mean,
Yeah, that's definitely not a separate. That's like going to pure grain.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
There's no tannin.
it's something you would pour one bottle in 50 gallons of whatever with all kinds of fruit into it to get the alcohol content to go up, but you're not looking for any flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
It's white
straight
dog.
alcohol. Yeah,
It's basically before they put it in the barrel.
right. It's
it-
it's the distillation after they pull the heads out. They're saying, okay, this is consumable, and that's it. It's not
Yeah.
aged in anything.
It's clear as water, and then time in the barrel is magic, like we've said
Yes.
before. So you need that fluctuation with the wood and the tannins. It's everything before the barrel. I don't even know why they sell it. Is it for like you to experiment? Like, what's the purpose of unbarreled bullshit?
They didn't have enough to fill up a barrel.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
We're done with this brand, this
Mm-hmm,
whatever, this distillation. We don't have enough to put into a barrel saying it's going to be whatever. We got a quarter of
Yeah.
a barrel, let's bottle it up. Instead of taking this quarter of a barrel and that quarter and that quarter and that quarter to make a whole barrel, they're
Instead of
saying,
dumping it
let's
on the
bottle it
floor."
up and sell it.
Well, it worked. You bought it.
What do I do? Buy 3 bottles of it?
They're tiny. I don't even know if they're 375s.
No. I think they're 3.
Maybe 300. They're tiny.
Yeah. I got 2 that I put oak stuff in, and I got 1 without because I want to be able to compare the 2.
Whew.
Every time I've tasted
Jack
it, it's
does
like,
that too. Last time I went to London at the duty free, I couldn't get it because they were out, but on the website they were listing like a pre-barreled Jack, and it was 2 bottles of it, and the intention was you do one and do nothing with it as like a control,
Right.
and then the other one they had like the spiral, and it was a gift set of the 2. So Jack does it too, where they'll sell you just the pre-barreled distillate.
Right.
But theirs was like $35 for the whole gift set thing, and they were sold out. So it makes me wonder
These
how
were
many
what,
people bought.
17 something, $18 a bottle.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how many people bought that, not knowing what the fuck it was, and tried to drink it.
I've smelt the big batches of fermentation before it goes through the charcoal, and you'd open up that thing and that
Really,
was
knock you off
worse
your
than
ass?
just the ethanol because
I can't
it's
imagine.
it's bubbling and doing its
yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? And it's like
What's the ceiling in that place like? It's got to be spot clean. Like
oh,
nothing's
the
growing
the
on
big
that.
bat's got a big top on it, and then
Oh.
you got this little hatch that you can open up.
Okay,
You know, it's maybe the size of this pad.
just a little tiny hat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you don't want to. God, nothing can fall in there. You'd
Right.
be done.
Yeah, like we were there, and I was like, what if you got people like got long hair and this and that and the other, and they're, you know,
That's what hair does.
we grew up. Yeah, well, it never makes it down to the bottom where the
yeah.
alcohol comes out at. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Because of all the charcoal and whatever, so it don't really matter.
Oh, that's right. It's the giant charcoal.
It's huge. Yeah, this thing's is. And any of the ones we went to, we've had some smaller ones because
Mm-hmm.
of the batch size that they make for these like Driftless Clans and Rush Creek and whatever
Right.
ones we've ever been to. That
The smaller out, like Southern Tier. When I went to,
Buffalo Trace had some huge big bats where they let the fermentation go.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, but the non-mega distilleries, yeah, it's usually a smaller mash tun. It's a smaller distillation. It's
it's more
smaller
quality control.
smaller barrels too.
Yeah.
And they were saying Driftless Glen was telling us smaller barrels, you're getting more bang for the time.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. For this Old Forester, I mean, I'm assuming it's smaller batches because it's smaller bottles, but this is
I think because of the proof.
yeah, we
And,
like
and
the
they're trying to sell more. You know what I mean? They're trying to get more bang for their buck. It's a good marketing thing.
Yeah.
Smaller bottle. Get people to try it.
yeah, it's not as intimidating as a $130 bottle. It's like, oh, 65? I'll give it a shot.
Then say they let that age 10 years. Imagine what that's going to be like.
Ooh.
For you and I that like the age stuff. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Just let it sit for a while. So yeah, that's 4 yeses on a teeny tiny bottle.
I think so. Yep. Yeah, you can make half shelves and put twice as many bottles.
literal mini bar.
No, that's my little miniatures I got in the back of the Jeep.
God, I want you to do that so bad. Make a scale model of a bar that's scale with the little
The
airport
mirrors
bottles.
in the background.
Yeah.
And
That'd be awesome. Oh, that'd be
so when you got the camera up to it, it looks like a full size.
exactly.
Then you stand there and go, yeah, look. And it's,
all your airplane bottles.
yeah,
Oh, that'd be so cool. Then you got to do tiny glasses too.
we'd have to make them.
I don't know how to make a glass.
I print them.
How do you clear? Can you 3D print clear? I
I
didn't
don't
think
know
you
why
could.
not. Didn't you see Star Trek?
God damn it.
One of the Star Treks where they had to go get the whale and they had to put the...
Yeah, the transparent aluminum.
Yeah, see?
It's aluminum. Transparent
transparent.
aluminum. Yeah, whatever,
If
Scotty.
you can make transparent aluminum, you can make a transparent little glass.
That's fiction. Science fiction.
Where does reality come from? Somebody somewhere has an idea.
Well,
They write about it.
the AI is not going to get us there.
Somebody else picks it up. Nonfiction becomes fiction, or which one's fake?
Fiction is fake.
Fiction. Yeah, so fiction becomes nonfiction.
Right.
All those stories become reality.
Yeah, we watch Star Trek walking around with pads. Now I have a little digital pad.
I keep waiting to get beamed up.
Oh, no, thank you. I'll pass on that.
Why not?
Oh, okay. This is a perfect time for our sign off. Thank you for joining our round of nonsense. As proof that you don't need a palate to have a podcast. Every village needs an idiot, clearly. But we have two.
This is worth it.
Yeah. We are 2 idiots and we require extra supervision. So join our growing village by hitting that subscribe button and tell a friend about this nonsense.
And be careful if you're a Star Trek fan and you got a friend that's a Star Wars fan. Keep it simple.
It's as tale as old as time. Just
I
like,
like all of them. Just so you know. Again, we digress.
but that's the fun part. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
I use the term blow smoke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we're going blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do this. I'm like, that's a pretty color. You're like, what? Well, that's a pretty color of smoke. Different smoke than you blew last week. Nothing changed. Now you just changed the color, but it's still smoke.
Aerial particulates and single reflective
Yeah,
surfaces.
it's like,